Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today I am sharing a recap of our land and sea adventure at Walt Disney World and then our cruise on the Disney Dream. So I'm going to go through each day of our trip, kind of put out what our plans were for that day and what we actually ended up doing. You'll be able to see all of our days in detail when the vlogs start going up. Because I did vlog the whole thing. I'm not sure exactly when those will go up because we got back last night, so I haven't even touched the footage yet, but I will let you guys know. So we were gone from November 13th to the 18th, so I have my memories of the day in my bullet journal. So on November 13th we flew, our flight was at like 7:30 in the morning, so we flew from Toronto to Orlando and then planned to spend the day at Magic Kingdom, basically because I wanted to see Happily Ever After and wanted to be at Magic Kingdom. It was, I think Thursday night was a party night, so we went on Wednesday so that we could see the regular fireworks, not have to buy a ticket for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, so on and so forth. So we landed early at like 10 a.m. and then walked straight on the bus. We're the first stop at the bus. Like, our room wasn't ready yet, but we were like ready. We were in Magic Kingdom by 12 before noon, but we had to go to guest services or guest relations to do some stuff. So we were actually like by the castle by like 12:20, which was like perfect for me. I was so happy. We had 3 fast passes. We did Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Space Mountain. It was busy. We did not expect it to be that busy. Like, I knew that it was going to be busy because Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was gone, but that's not like fast passes. When I was going to make them, they were gone, but that's not really unusual. But it was busy. There were like 60+ minute waits. I can't even remember. Like, Mine Train must have been like 80 or 90 minutes, and like, we're not the people to wait in line. So we did our fast passes, we had lunch at Pecos Bill, and then we took a break, which we weren't planning on doing, but our room was ready. We felt like we needed to just like chill for a minute. There wasn't really anything that we would have done like in Magic Kingdom, so we went back to the hotel just after 4, grabbed some dinner at Roaring Fork, which is a quick service at Copper Creek, which is where we stayed. Beautiful resort. I loved it. Taking the boat to and from Magic Kingdom was so easy. And yeah, I really liked it. If you're a Disney Vacation Club member, just a tip, always put a wait list in. If you are booking at a resort that you're like not super keen on staying at, we were originally going to stay at Saratoga Springs. We put a wait list in for Bay Lake Tower and Wilderness Lodge, the Copper Creek part of it, which it was the same number of points, so we weren't spending any more points, and it came in within a month. And so we were really happy to stay there. And like, room tour and everything will be in the vlogs that are coming up. So we took a break, then went back to the park just after 6, so we missed the castle lighting, but we've seen it before, so that was fine. And then we basically waited for over 2 hours to see Happily Ever After because people were already like saving spots for that, and that was like the one thing that I wanted of the Disney World portion of this trip. So we stood there and I was in front of a railing because I'm very short, that I didn't want my view to be blocked and I just wanted to be able to experience it for the first time, and we saw it and oh my gosh, I was like crying the whole time. It was amazing. I love it. I can't wait to see it again. After Happily Ever After, it was at 9. There were extra magic hours from 10 till midnight, so we had another fast pass for Splash Mountain. We did Under the Sea and I think Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and that's about it. So we didn't do a ton, but we were happy with what we had done. When we went to guest relations, we activated our annual passes, so the kind of like theme of this trip was like knowing that we'll be back, so we kind of just prioritized and did like bare minimum with what we were happy with doing, and we were content with that. So we did pretty much everything at Magic Kingdom that we wanted to do, and we're back at the resort before midnight, which was a very long day, but I was very happy. So then, so like my memories for the day, I saw Happily Ever After for the first time in person, Christmas at Magic Kingdom, and Wilderness Lodge. November 14th, we spent the day at Animal Kingdom in Epcot. So we started out, we rope dropped Animal Kingdom and did Flight of Passage. We still waited 75 minutes and it was insane. The line, we had to walk, like we were stopped before the bridge going into Pandora. The line led past the queue, all the way back on the like path almost back to Festival of the Lion King, and then double backed and then went into the queue. So it was insane, but it was worth it. That ride is crazy. That was our first time seeing Pandora. Wow. So we did that. We had other fast passes for Navi River Journey, Expedition Everest, at Kilimanjaro Safari. We basically did that stuff. We walked around a little bit, got to take some pictures and stuff. Had lunch at Satuli Canteen, which was really good. We just split something. And then we took a bus from Animal Kingdom to Art of Animation. And from Art of Animation, we walked basically through the middle of the resort to get the Skyliner to Epcot because I really wanted to experience it and just like know how it works and everything like that. So there will be a video coming up all about that. And we took that to Epcot, and then we were at Epcot for the rest of the evening. So we were there by maybe 2 or 3. And then the park closed at 9. So we did Soarin', Living with the Land, Spaceship Earth, Grand Fiesta Tour. It was busy, so like we didn't do Test Track, we didn't do Frozen Ever After, and we were fine with that. We were happy to walk around World Showcase. We did some loops. We had dinner at La Hacienda de San Angel, which we'd never eaten at before, which was really good. And we watched Epcot Forever. It was like lightly raining, but I was happy to see it. I still like Illuminations better. Let me know what you think. But so for that day I have Christmas at Animal Kingdom. It was really cool to see the decorations for the first time. Pandora and Flight of Passage and like a shocked face. Saw Art of Animation, rode the Skyliner, and saw Epcot Forever. Next was November 15th, which was the day we didn't go to the parks. We just spent the morning relaxing at the resort, and we're going to get it on the ship. So basically everything kind of went as planned for the Walt Disney World portion. We didn't know what time we were getting picked up at the resort, so I didn't plan time at the parks. And we ended up getting picked up at I think 11:30. So I made a breakfast reservation at Whispering Canyon Cafe, so we had that, and then we just kind of relaxed around the resort. I was like, we can just chill, take pictures, like just get to know the resort a little bit, spend some more time there. And that was basically what we did. We did end up doing, there's a tour that you can do, which was really interesting. If you are fascinated with like Walt Disney's fascination of trains, I would definitely suggest doing that, or even just go into the Boulder Ridge Villas building there. If you like know about Walt Disney and his fascination with trains, he had a train set in his backyard, like a miniature one that he would sit on top of and like to entertain kids and stuff like that, and there are actually cars from his train in there, and I was like I find that stuff really interesting. So I really enjoyed the tour, and it was interesting just like the depth that the details go into. Like it's just, Disney does it better than anybody. But so that was really interesting, and then we just relaxed in the lobby and got picked up on our bus that went straight to Port Canaveral, and we got on the Disney Dream. It was really easy. And then we just relaxed, we saw the show, we had the dinner, and we went to bed because that was kind of a long day, busy day. And neither of us were feeling that great once the ship started moving. But that was like a good kind of relaxing day. November 16th, we were docked in Nassau, and our plan was to stay on the ship and just kind of like enjoy the ship, get to know it, and relax like on loungers. which did not quite go as planned because it was cloudy and like raining. So we did like relax a little bit, but like that was severely limited to because of the weather, and it was like windy. We did the aqueduct, but it was like pouring rain that we were wet like from the rain before we even went on the slide, which was fun, but that was like probably a low point. It was kind of miserable. Yeah, so we just got to explore the ship. We did an animation class and we drew Mickey, and then we saw like Beauty and the Beast and had dinner. So it was like a good day, but it would have been a lot better if the weather had been better, which is unfortunate, but I guess that's what you get when you book a vacation. How many months in advance, you don't know what the weather's going to be like. So for that day, so the first day of the cruise, I have getting to the ship. Boarding was easy, relaxing with a frosé with Ethan. We both had a drink, and just sat on the deck, and then sailing away. November 16th, the day in Nassau. Beauty and the Beast was phenomenal. Dinner was amazing, and we had a relaxing day. Where did we have dinner that night? Royal Palace, which was really good. November 17th was our day at Castaway Cay. Again, the weather could have been better. It was very windy. What's it called? Serenity Bay, the beach was closed. A lot of excursions were canceled. We got tickets for snorkeling, which we didn't end up doing, but it wasn't canceled. So we kind of just paid for it and didn't do it. I don't know if we had like thrown a fuss or like if we could have gotten our money back, but whatever. So I guess maybe wait to see what the weather is like before booking it, just because if it's not canceled, I don't know about that, but that was a learning curve. It was cold, like we ended up back on the ship by like 1 because there just wasn't really anything else we wanted to do there. We did the 5K, which was fun, and the sun peaked out for that, and that was basically the warmest it was, and then the rest of the day was cloudy and not super great. And then we went back on the boat. We watched part of Moana from the deck and just kind of relaxed around the ship. We saw Believe, and we had dinner at Animator's Palette, and then we went to bed, and then the ship was rocking like crazy. Like it woke me up, woke Ethan up. Ethan was really not feeling well, and that was definitely like a low point, and it sucked that that was like the last night and the last like thing to remember from that trip, like from the cruise part of it. Yeah, and like we had the patches, like I had stuff with gravel, like it just, seasickness isn't fun, so that was kind of sucked. And then November 18th, we got off the boat. We were planning to rent a car, drive back to Disney World, go to Hollywood Studios to see Galaxy's Edge, and then go back to the airport because our flight wasn't until like 8 p.m. So that was basically what we did. We were off the ship by like 9 a.m. Took a bit to get to the rental car and to get the car, and then it was about an hour and 20-minute drive to Hollywood Studios, so we were there a bit before noon, and then we left like around 3:30. We only got one fast pass for that day, which was Alien Swirling Saucers. Again, it was busy. Like 60-minute wait for Smuggler's Run, 75 or even higher than that for Slinky Dog. So we kind of just walked around, and neither of us were feeling great after Sunday night. Like we just weren't quite feeling right. Like I got off the boat and I was kind of like, it's still moving. So we didn't want to push it, and we know that we'll be back, so we were fine just exploring, just seeing Toy Story Land, seeing Star Wars, seeing Galaxy's Edge, and we had a reservation for Oga's Cantina. So that day pretty much went to plan. I guess I thought we might have done Smuggler's Run, but at the same time, like, I didn't want to we didn't want to push it. So we were content with that. Oga's Cantina was really cool. It was really cool to see Galaxy's Edge in person, and Toy Story Land 2, which we had never seen, and we just enjoyed kind of like the ambiance of Hollywood Studios. So overall, I think we enjoyed the Walt Disney World portion more than the cruise. I'm glad that we did a 3-night because I've been on cruises before and I've never, like, I felt the boat moving, like kind of not had an appetite but never really been like seasick. But I didn't know how Ethan would react because he'd never been on a cruise before, and it turns out that he suffers from seasickness. So it's a bit of a bummer. Like, I think the weather was probably I think the seasickness and the weather were the two kind of negatives. I don't like regret doing it. I think that it was good, like, to know, but I don't know if we'll be going on another cruise. We did just get back yesterday, so maybe in a few months, once we've kind of gotten over it, if our opinions will change. But I don't see us going on another cruise at this point. I think we are more land people, especially having been to Aulani. I think we both prefer that over cruising. Like, the shows were phenomenal, the staff were phenomenal, the ship was amazing, but if you're taking a risk knowing that you might not feel well, I don't think that that's a fun game to play. But that is kind of our trip in a nutshell. There will be lots of vlogs coming that you'll be able to walk through these days with us. I'm not sure when those will start. I can't remember if I already said that. But yeah, it was a good trip. It was short. The cruise was like really short, like you get on and then you basically feel like you're getting off. But it was fun to go away, just the two of us. We like doing the parks, just the two of us. We haven't done that for 4 years, and we are excited to know that we're going back at some point. If you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about our trip, you can leave those down in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. And yeah, there will be lots more stuff coming your way, so stay tuned and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.